Oh yes, what's happening everybody? Once again, it's your boy Onyx here at Going Full Nerd. Yes it is, and I'm glad to see that everybody is, doing their thing. That's what it is, Going Full Nerd. This is the Sunday podcast reporting known as 100% Nerd, and I am your host. It is what it is, and what I do. And as always, I got the funky intro music and doing my thing. So what do we have for today? As you can see, the title of today is Batgirl Cancelled, Ezra Miller. We're going to talk about all this foolishness and other things that we've seen online. But let's go ahead. Let me close out the music because, I like the funky intro. But, we can't have music playing the whole time we on here. I've already got my adult beverage poured. And, we'll do the thing once we get through the shameless plug.
What's up, everybody? It's shameless plug time. So thanks for checking out the podcast, Going Full Nerd. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe everywhere possible. So look for Going Full Nerd on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, GoingFullNerd.com, and my Twitter handle, ONYXXX1969. You can also listen to the audio version on its home, Anchor.fm, but also on Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you consume your podcast listening pleasure. Hey guys, let's get on with the show.
And getting on with the show is what we do. What's happening? Holla, holla. Welcome back from vacation to my man Omar. I saw the vacation pics. I saw you chilling out there on the islands doing your thing. I saw that. Yeah, everybody got to take a break now and then. And, I was just kind of talking with the wife. I took a lot of breaks this year, but that was more because I was sick, more because, things just pop up and it is what it is. But, as always, we will go and continue and move forward. Oh, man. Now, here's the thing. I haven't done any review in a while. I mean, with me being sick and people that followed the thing, I wasn't feeling too good and things like that. And then, work is work. Work gets you, what's the best way for me to say it? Work takes up so much time. And okay. Let's take a quick pause. My man O said gotta do a show from the Dominican. Now, let me put my brim up on this one. Now, I'm not allowed in the Dominican Republic. It is what it is. I'm not allowed. And so there's reasons I'm not allowed in the Dominican Republic. It's because I'm happy. I don't want to get hurt. It is what it is. No, I got jokes. But, I haven't really checked out too many movies. Like, I've been talking with one of my other partners, and they were like, yo, man, you going to review Nope? You going to check out Nope? And I see that, my man, you checked out Nope in the chat. But here's the thing. Nope, it borders the line of what I do on Going. I mean, it is nerdy. I mean, Nope is about UFO stuff. I know. And, there's no such thing as a spoiler with me because I read everything about all these movies. I read everything and I kind of see what's going on and stuff like that. But, with Nope, I was not excited to just go see Nope. Now, I was excited to go see Get Out. That excited me. Jordan Peele, I was like, hey, Get Out. That's, I dig that. Then, no, no, no. And it's like I'm in my mind, like, nah, I don't want to deal with it. And here's the thing: some people have told me Nope was okay. Some people liked it. Some people said you got to look into it deep. But that's with all movies. You got to look into it with a certain look. So, and it's all about what you may or may not like. Now, me personally, I don't see me liking Nope. Got to sit there and don't beverage. And, just because of the name and the premise, it's like, yeah. But as always, I try to stick here Going Full Nerd with the superhero genre and talk about that. So it is what it is. But, will I see Nope? I might check out Nope once it hits on demand. Don't, like I have to tell some people, don't come at me about supporting the culture. Hey, let me tell you, I had got the COVID and I was sick. So I'm going to be real picky about what I go see in movie theaters, being around other people. It is what it is. It's just how it rolls. But speaking of stuff in the movie theaters, now see, I get it. This was much. Speaking of stuff that's supposed to be in the movie theaters, we've had a couple of revelations over the past couple of weeks in regards to Warner Brothers and their superhero films. Now, the big news today, because people are doing this to kind of get our minds off of stuff. What's the line? Pete Davidson and, what's her name? Kim Kardashian. They done broke up. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, I mentioned it because it's all over Twitter. It's all on TMZ. It's all in Variety. All the places that I go get my information when it comes to superhero films. Got, Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian broke up. Who gives a flying F? I don't care. Okay? Don't care. Are we ever going to be done with the Kardashians? Just saying. Just me. She'll be with another brother soon. Okay. Who's the hottest brother? She better get one of them Ball brothers. That's how you do it. You get one of the Ball brothers and you're good. Maybe she could hook up with LeVar Ball. If you're going to do it. So, but let's continue on. There's been a couple of things that I looked at Warner Brothers. Now, Warner Brothers, and I'm going to try not to talk Marvel during this particular podcast because I have been accused, I have been told I am a Marvel fanboy. And I'll be honest with you, yes, I am. And that I don't give Warner Brothers and DC Comics a fair shot. I think I do because some of the greatest movies from my childhood came from Warner Brothers and DC. Superman, Christopher Reeve, Superman 2, Christopher Reeve, the Batman trilogy with Christian Bale, Batman, the first Batman with Michael Keaton, so that's the key. So let's talk Batgirl. Now, here's the problem. They canceled Batgirl. They canceled this movie. This movie is completely done. Everybody has done everything. You got freaking Michael Keaton in it as Batman. They have what I like to call almost one of the most accurate Batgirl costumes that you could look at. They had J.K. Simmons in the movie, and it's crazy. And the thing is if you think about, you had J.K. Simmons, Brendan Fraser, Michael Keaton. Oh my gosh. And Leslie Grace, an African American, a black woman, was playing Batgirl. I mean, and here goes my issue with a lot of these characters. And sometimes I get caught in the trope. Oh, well, I'm used to this character being Caucasian. I'm used to this character being male. I'm used to this. Okay, this is the movies. And as a comic book fan, I should understand that there are multiverses. And a lot of the comics and a lot of the movies are getting into this now of this whole multiverse concept. And with this multiverse concept, now we're like, okay, great. We're here as the multiverse. So that means there's different realities and different things that will have changes. So, in saying that, they canceled. I'm not going to say canceled. They said they will not release the Batgirl. Now, here's the thing. They said they're not going to release the Batgirl movie because its test screenings were not good. Its test screening scores were low. Now, here's the thing. There's a report that I saw, and I got the information from ScreenRant.com, that Batgirl's test screening scores were reportedly the same as the very first cut of the Black Adam movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Okay? Now, I understand Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he is a superstar. He is very, very desired when it comes to movies. He's the man. He is the dude. He is the Rock. Can you smell what he's cooking? I just got the chicken. Now, here's the thing. Now think of this. Think of this, okay? Now, the Black Adam film starring Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, comes out on October 21st. But they canceled Batgirl. Now, I'm gonna sit here and be like, okay, Batgirl got canceled. It's a black Batgirl. There was a little outrage in the internets because some people get their feelings hurt, just on how these characters are portrayed because it's not exactly like the comic book. And I'm cool because I feel that way, in some instances when they deviate too much. But if you think about it, Batgirl started development back in 2017. Josh Whedon. We all know the issue everybody has with Josh Whedon at this point. Now, when he left, they had somebody, Christina Hodson. She was brought in to write a new script. That was back in 2018. So, think about how long we've been dealing with this Batgirl movie. So now, in May, they brought in Adil El Arabi and Bilal Fallah. They were hired to direct the film, and it was also announced that Batgirl would premiere on HBO Max. Now, they did casting and filming, started following that announcement, and by March of this year, they had finished filming the whole movie. If you go online, you do a search, you can see Leslie Grace in her Batgirl suit, which is awesome. It looks great. It looks damn near like the comic book. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that out there like that. So, now, we got some issues. Here in August, HBO Max, their parent company, Warner Brothers, and Discovery, announced even though the Batgirl film was close to completion, they had no intention on releasing it. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Now, Warner Brothers Discovery reportedly, they said, okay, the test screenings were bad, the reception was bad. So, who did you screen this to? Okay? And they decided that we're going to not put money into doing some reshoots. We would just put it on the shelf and not release it at all. Now, here's the thing. Now, there's been other people, film reporters, that said the screening score was so poor that Warner Brothers said, let's scrap it. But it was screening score was the same as the director's cut of Black Adam. which is going to release, which is going to hit the street. And I'm excited to see Black Adam. They've been hyping it up. San Diego Comic-Con, they hyped the hell out of Black Adam. They had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson dressed in Black Adam, doing lightning and, doing all that stuff. Okay, now here's my problem. Is it a problem because you had a black Batgirl and a black Joker in Batgirl? I don't know. And here's the thing. The initial cut, they had incomplete special effects, temporary music score, but it still scored the same as Black Adam. And this is not uncommon. This is not different from what people would normally get during a test screening. I've been to Vegas. I've sat in test screenings of shows because they pull you out of the mall in Vegas. They say, sit down, watch this, and tell us what you think. It's cool. And they give you tickets to shows and stuff like this. So now, if you think about it, the score that Batgirl got, which was in the 60s, it's not bad, but it's not uncommon. Think about it. In 2017, the horror movie It tested in the 60s and went on to become the 5th grossing R-rated film in history. Batgirl also, according to reports, tested the exact same as the screening of Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which they just hyped up at San Diego Comic-Con. They just threw out, they had Eminem soundtrack and all that. Another project which is set to have a full theatrical release. So here goes my thing. Yes, Rock is a minority, but Rock is the Rock. Okay? But the lead character is not an African American. I'm calling it right now. I'm starting controversy. Call me woke. Call me one of those that's calling conspiracy. But you release Shazam with the Caucasian as the lead. You release The Rock, which everybody's accepted The Rock. Okay? We're at a point where The Rock is bypassing racial barriers. And that's awesome. Not everybody, but The Rock is. Okay? So, here goes the line. So, they decided to scrap it because it tested in the 60s. All right, which is normal. Black Adam and Shazam tested at the same score, and they have not been canceled. So, another, thing, and people put out, if it did go, just like Omar said in the chat, if they did go and release it, it was going to be on HBO Max anyway. What's going to kill it? Okay? Now, here's my line. DC also just promised a 10-year plan, which they're going to follow the Marvel formula in planning out their movies and having them get together. Now, here's the thing. Was that part of the reason to scrap it? Or was it the more nefarious thing that I said because of their, the African American lead? And the reason why I say this is because the Flash movie, let's talk Flashpoint, let's talk the Flash movie. We're going to talk Ezra Miller, okay? We are still moving forward, okay? Still moving forward with Ezra Miller's Flashpoint movie. This is crazy. And the reason why I'm going to sit here and say this, all right, is Ezra Miller has beat up fans. Ezra Miller is accused of running a cult and is like in straight legal trouble. But we going to release this. We not going to release Batgirl with the African American lead, but we going to release the Flash with the Caucasian who's carrying guns, holding people hostage, and beating up fans. So if you think about it, okay, think about it. This is the deal. And oh, by the way, it had Arabic directors. Oh my gosh. Can we get more conspiracy theory on this? So here's the thing. So if you think about it, there have been reports about Ezra Miller. And, while Warner Brothers, they put aside their report, there's a bunch of allegations that Ezra Miller was grooming and abusing people, having weapons, having body armor, and leading a cult in Iceland. Okay? So it's like we could get Ezra Miller, who possibly has an issue. And they kind of put out there, and the new DC head, Zaslav, said, we're trying to protect the brand. We're not going to release Batgirl because we are protecting the freaking brand. So, what are you protecting the brand from with Batgirl? Okay? But you're not protecting the brand because the Flash, who has their star allegedly beating up people in Hawaii, wandering Iceland with a Colt and a gun. That is the deal. All right? So you got the DC head killing a superhero film that had a woman of color and supporting another that had an actor who's been accused of abusing women, harassing minors, and doing all this stuff. Okay? Yet, this is what is protecting the brand. Warner Brothers, man, really. I know I'm not getting any endorsements from Warner Brothers after this video. I know after dealing with this video, I know Warner Brothers is, I'm going to be lucky to continue to get the press releases from DC Comics after this video. But this is some bullshit. Okay? Cancel culture is crazy. It could, but is cancel culture, what's the best way for me to put it? Is it targeted to a certain group? If I'm not cool, I'm not popular, it goes just like this YouTube channel. I am an older black male with a gray beard. I am not the YouTube, person. My videos get buried other than what you guys subscribe to, see, and watch it. I don't get new subscribers. I don't get my videos pushed out to the masses unless you guys share it. Okay? But because of my image, because maybe I'm drinking a little too much, maybe I'm cussing a little too much, maybe I'm too Afrocentric, maybe I'm too pro-black, maybe this is, Fear of a Black Planet. I don't know. But the thing about it, that Flash movie with Ezra Miller is going to hit the streets before the Batgirl ever sees the light of day off the shelf where they just put it in the corner. Now, I don't see everybody as vocal as they were with the Snyder Cut with this Batgirl film. This is ridiculous. Okay? From what I understand, if they did the edits and they did the right thing, you could have Batgirl. But this is the thing. We can have a toxic, and I'm going to call it a toxic fan base, all right, that was just annoying as hell. I know some people ain't going to, it was annoying, okay? It was annoying. Oh, the Snyder Cut. Oh, the Snyder Cut. Oh, the Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut. Oh, we got to get this. And we got it. And yeah, admittedly, the Snyder Cut was nice. Okay? It was good. But it wasn't all that. It was long as hell, but it wasn't all that. It was good. And I'm happy that it was good. I'm glad that it was good. But here goes the thing. Why can't we give this? There's a lot of people that did it. So basically, they got enough money to say, bump it. We spent $90 million on this, and we just going to put it on the shelf and not deal with it. Just because it was, just because it had too much. And, it kills me that everybody gets wrapped up on this stuff. These are fictional characters. fictional characters are written, and here goes the thing. The ethnicity, background of these fictional characters does not make up what the character traits are. I mean, when I look at, when I look at Batgirl, when I look at all this stuff, it's like, okay, it's a comic book character. I don't care how you draw it. It's an artist's interpretation. And let's be honest, when these characters were created, the interpretation of many of these characters, you had to be a hero. You had to be Caucasian. Was it? That's how it was. Now, I see in the chat, Omar says, well, what's Michael Keaton saying? Michael Keaton ain't giving a shit. Because Michael Keaton, he don't even watch these movies. He done starred in Spider-Man, his Batman movies. He hasn't even finished watching any of them. Honestly. But that's the majority of actors. How many actors you know say they watch their own movies? I mean, I watch my own YouTube channel, but I'm not an actor. I'm just me. That's just the way it goes. So, here's the thing. Basically, so Warner Brothers is basically saying, whatever it takes, The Flash is going to be released in theaters. All right? So, here's the thing. Make a movie, it will exist. That's it. Okay? If it's a TV show, failed TV pilot, you can make it go away. Same thing goes with the movies. Obviously, they said, you know what? We're done with it. We're going to make it go away. But here's the thing. Warner Brothers' decision to kill the Batgirl movie, and then they started removing underperforming HBO Max stuff. They started saying to cancel the Flash CW TV show. Is it about budget? Batgirl was a $90 million budget. Okay? The Flash is a $200 million budget. That's all about virtual effects and special effects and things like that. So is it because we spent $200 million on Flash, we're going to release it no matter what? Or we spent $90 million on Batgirl there, yeah, we'll let it go. All right? Now, they say Flash was testing well with pre-screening. They say the first footage of it was over a year ago. So that is completely finished. Okay? And the issue is, in my mind, if it was finished all the way back then, right? Back at the first DC fandom, okay? Why hasn't it been released yet? Now, a lot of people say Warner Brothers needs that Flash to drop. Warner Brothers' 10 highest grossing films are installment films. It's Harry Potter, The Hobbit, and the DC movie titles. 3 of the studio's top 5 movies are based on DC Comics. Aquaman got $1.14 billion. The Batman performed well, during the pandemic with $770 million. And that's the highest releasing movie from Warner Brothers since The Joker when it came out in 2019. And by the way, they announced that they're going to have a Joker 2 with Lady Gaga reportedly playing Harley Quinn. Oh, I can't wait to get more information on that one. So the key is going to be, if they don't put out The Flash compared to not putting out Batgirl, it would be a blow to the people for having a blockbuster project. Warner Brothers threw a lot of money. They lost CNN Plus. They can't even get a tax break for this. They can't make up the loss. They're trying to make up the loss of all sorts of stuff. And yeah, that's true. Warner Brothers seems like every time they get a lead with a woman of color, they start dropping it. CW dropped Batwoman. Batwoman was black on the TV show after the whole issue, but they also had issues with the filming. They say that was a toxic work site. It is what it is. But from a public relations thought, do you want to still have Ezra Miller as the face of the Flash? They could do a replacement of him. They could go get Grant Gustin, who is now unemployed as the TV Flash, and bring his ass in. But would they want to do that and say, you know what, we're just going to keep this one with Miller and then we'll switch him out after the fact? Don't know. I don't think Ezra Miller going to get a job after all this foolishness. Because as we all know, what was my girl's name from Smallville that got caught up with the cult? and grooming people for this crazy, orgy cult that they were doing. Remember what I was talking about? The one, she was a main character too. But anyway, she wasn't a, main comic book character, but she was the main character on Smallville TV show. It is what it is. So here's my line, okay? You got a new DC 10-year plan. What is this 10-year plan? Are you going to do a reset? Basically, you already said to hell with the Snyder Cut. That's not part of your 10-year plan. You're not bringing in Zack Snyder again. It's all cool. They're trying to get their own Kevin Feige, do their stuff, and move forward and focus on quality. Well, here's the problem. You can't focus on quality if you keep making stuff and then shelving it because it has, poor initial response. Comic book fans, we are a very, very narrow-minded group of people. We kind of get into the thing. It's normally the big dudes. You see the nerds. You see what they say when it comes to, it's the big fat guy, got a beard like Kevin Smith, and he's sitting behind the thing. He's got a drink and some popcorn, and he's sitting behind his computer, and he's running on Twitter forever, and he's doing this stuff. And it is what it is. So, let me know in the comments of this video, not so much in the live chat, but please comment on this video after you hit it with a like. Do you think Batgirl was canceled more so because of low test scores or because it was a woman of color lead? And do you think it is a smart move for the Flash to move forward even though with all the allegations going against Ezra Miller? 90 million versus 200 million. I mean, I get it from that aspect. If I spend 90 million and then I spend 200 million, I'm going to put that 200 million out because that's a lot of money. But is it going to be worth the backlash if they find that the star did the things he's accused of? Is it? It's just like they've erased Amber Heard from the Aquaman 2 movie. Hey, what's the deal, Warner Brothers? Your casting sucks. Your background checks on your actors suck. Yo, it is what it is, folks. But that's all I got for you today, 100% Nerd. That's what I wanted to talk about. You know what? I gotta review some videos too. There's so much to talk about when it comes to, but it is what it is. But anyway, as always, I like to tell each and every one of you, remember, you can't say something nice to somebody, don't say it at all. Send it to me on Twitter. I will say it for you. Thanks a lot to my man Omar. Thanks to my man Locust. Appreciate y'all jumping in the chat and hollering. And if you've already been in here and you didn't chat, that's cool. Please hit this video with a thumbs up. Hit it with a like. Tell me something in the comments that you like. And as always, peace, y'all. And I'm out of here. Let me hit this funky outro music, and we are gone because it's getting hot as hell in my room. Alright, so this is the funky outro. Hopefully I can go in and fix all the stuff. And if you're watching all the way to the end as a replay video, there's a subscribe button right over here. Please go ahead and click that. I need more subscribers. So people that want to go ahead, please. Alright, yeah, hey, like my man Low Cuts, yeah, Greg Gustin. Hopefully they'll make that happen. Greg Gustin, he put his foot in the roll, like he was playing. Like he was cooking gumbo. He put his foot into that cooking. He put his heart and soul into that. He's the perennial live action flag. Be great. I don't punch somebody in the face. I'll be honest. Sometimes I want to knock a joke out. But I'll leave that to Ezra Miller. But anyway, I'm out, guys. Later, y'all.